Hello, everyone. We are Ask an Advocate, which is a website based project created to help visitors and service providers find information and resources about income assistance, disability, tenancy, and other income supports. In this webinar, we will briefly discuss Service Canada, Canada Pension Plan, Old Age Security and related benefits, Canada Pension Plan disability, post retirement disability benefits, death of a contributor, and application and amounts. Service Canada is the federal government body that provides Canadians with a single point of access to a wide range of government services and benefits. It delivers public pensions and other federal benefits such as employment insurance, Canada Pension Plan, old age security programs, issuing social insurance numbers, and passport services. It's also important to note that Service Canada is not the same as the Canada Revenue Agency, which is the federal tax agency. The Canada Pension Plan is a federal program which provides contributors with a source of income as early as the age of 60. The contribution rate is 10.2%. Those who are self-employed contribute the full 10.2, while those who are employed by someone else contribute only half. That is, they contribute to 5.1% and their employer contributes to the other 5.1%. The regular contributory period is from ages 18 to 65. However, people can contribute beyond the age of 65 should they choose. Those who work in Quebec contribute to the Quebec Pension Plan instead of the Canada Pension Plan. As of the year 2019, the Canada Pension Plan is being enhanced, meaning individuals will receive larger benefits in return of higher contributions. These changes will take place over 7 years, and the CPP contributions will gradually increase until the year 2025. To be eligible for the Canada Pension Plan, the applicant must be turning 60 years old in the next 11 months, have worked in Canada, and have made at least one Canada Pension Plan contribution. The minimum yearly earning that a contributor must make is $3,500. For those earning less than $3,500, their CPP contribution is refunded when their tax is filed. Some factors that may affect your Canada Pension Plan application are the child rearing provision, pension sharing, and credit splitting. The child rearing provision is a calculation used to drop certain years from someone's CPP contributions where earnings were 0 or lower while caring for a child under the age of 7. The eligibility requirements for the child rearing provision are that the child must have been born after December 31st, 1958, that the child's primary caregiver's income dropped, and that the child's parent or parents would have received the family allowance or were deemed eligible for it. Pension sharing means to share the retirement pension with one's spouse or common law partner for tax purposes. This calculation is based on the number of months a couple has lived together during their joint contributory period. To be eligible for pension sharing, the applicant must be receiving pension and be living with their spouse or common law partner. Even if only one partner contributed to Canada Pension Plan, they can share the one pension. When both partners contributed to CPP, then they may receive a share of both pensions. Pension sharing must be applied at the same time as one applies for the Canada Pension Plan. Credit splitting means to split the CPP contributions evenly from when two people live together. This occurs when the couple divorces or separates, and even if one party did not make any contribution. When an applicant applies for the credit split, it will result in the applicant receiving a combined CPP contribution during the time they live together with their ex-partner. The eligibility period for credit splitting is when the couple started living together even before they got married or became common law partners. An applicant may be eligible to receive pension from another country if Canada has a social security agreement with that country. For example, Canada has a social security agreement with France, so someone who worked and contributed to pension in France may be eligible to collect their pension from France while living in Canada. The standard age of retirement is 65 years old. Delaying one's pension past the age of 65 will result in an increased pension of 8.4% per year. However, there is no benefit for delaying pension past the age of 70, as pension benefits remain idle after that age. A person can apply for CPP as early as the age of 60, but this will result in a reduction of 7.2% per year. There is no set time when one should apply for Canada Pension Plan. However, the applicant should consider factors such as their health, family status, financial situation, travel plans, and more. A statement of contributions is a legal document which lists the years one has made CPP contributions. It also provides an estimate of the pension an applicant may be eligible for at different ages if their income stays relatively the same every year. This document can be accessed via phone, mail, or the My Service Canada account. It is important to remember, though, that the statement of contribution does not calculate factors such as child rearing provision. It is beneficial to obtain your statement of contributions at any age to have an idea of what your Canada Pension Plan benefit may be when you are ready to retire. It is important to remember that there is no charge for requesting the statement of contributions. The Old Age Security is a monthly payment given to seniors who are 65 years or older in addition to their monthly Canada Pension Plan. To qualify for the Old Age Security, the applicant must be 65 years of age or older, be a Canadian citizen or legal resident at the time of applying, be below the maximum income limit, and must have resided within Canada for at least 10 years after turning 18. There are 3 additional benefits to the Old Age Security, and these are Guaranteed Income Supplement, Allowance, and Allowance for the Survivor. The Guaranteed Income Supplement is a monthly, non-taxable benefit given to pensioners who are low income. To qualify for Guaranteed Income Supplement, the applicant must be receiving Old Age Security and their income is below the annual limit. The amount the applicant may be eligible for is based on the applicant's and their spouse's combined annual income. Each year, this annual income is reviewed through income tax returns to determine whether the applicant is eligible for the Guaranteed Income Supplement. It is very important that you do your income tax on time every year because any delay in filing income tax may result in losing your Guaranteed Income Supplement. The allowance is a monthly, non-taxable benefit for those who are low income. To qualify for the allowance, the applicant must be between the ages of 60 to 64, have a spouse or common law partner who is eligible for the Guaranteed Income Supplement, be a Canadian citizen or legal resident, have resided in Canada for 10 or more years after turning 18 years old, and the applicant and their partner's income must be below the annual limit. The allowance for the survivor is also a monthly non-taxable benefit for those who are low income. To qualify for this benefit, the applicant must first meet the eligible requirements for the regular allowance. That is, to be between the ages of 60 to 64, have a spouse or common law partner who is eligible for the Guaranteed Income Supplement, be a Canadian citizen or legal resident, have resided in Canada for 10 or more years after turning 18, and that the applicant and their partner's income must be below the annual limit. Additionally, the applicant's spouse has died and the applicant has not entered a new marriage or common law relationship. The Canada Pension Plan Disability, otherwise known as CPPD, is a monthly payment given to Canada Pension Plan contributors who are unable to hold a substantial gainful employment. The Canada Pension Plan Disability is to help replace a portion of the applicant's employment income, and once approved, the applicant's children may be able to apply for certain children's benefits. To qualify for the Canada Pension Plan Disability, the applicant must be under the age of 65, have a medical condition that prevents the applicant from holding a job on a regular basis, have a disability that is severe and prolonged. The definition of severity is to have a mental or physical disability that regularly stops a person from doing any type of work. Prolonged, that means that the disability is long-term and of indefinite duration or is likely to result in death. If someone is receiving the Canada Pension Plan disability benefit and is 64 years of age, they will need to apply for Old Age Security and Guaranteed Income Supplement to avoid any interruptions to their benefits for when they turn 65. To apply for the Canada Pension Plan, the applicant can fill out the paper application that can be found on Service Canada's website or at a Service Canada office. The medical report of the application needs to be completed by a doctor or nurse practitioner who is familiar with the applicant's medical condition. When the application has been filled out, it needs to be mailed back to Service Canada. It takes approximately 170 days to receive a decision for an application that was mailed. The disabled contributor's child's benefits is a monthly payment that can be given to the child of a disabled Canada Pension Plan contributor. To be eligible, the disabled parent must already be receiving the Canada Pension Plan disability or post retirement disability benefits. The child must be under 18 years old or a full time student under the age of 25. A full time student means that the student is taking on 60% of the course load, which is approximately 3 courses per semester. In a situation where an applicant's child does not live with him or her, the child's legal guardian will be receiving the disabled contributor's child's benefit on behalf of the child under 18 years of age. The post retirement disability benefit is available to those who are found to be disabled but not eligible for Canada Pension Plan disability. This is due to the applicant already receiving early Canada Pension Plan and have been receiving it for more than 15 months prior to applying. The applicant must be under 65 years old and must have made sufficient contributions to CPP. An applicant with sufficient contributions may be eligible to combine their Canada Pension Plan benefit and the post-retirement disability benefit. To apply for the post-retirement disability benefit, one must simply complete the Canada Pension Plan disability application. If the applicant doesn't qualify for the Canada Pension Plan disability, they will be automatically considered for the post-retirement disability benefit. If the applicant is already receiving other income, once approved for CPPD or post-retirement disability benefit, this benefit may affect the other income. For example, if an applicant is receiving employment insurance and they get approved for Canada Pension Plan disability, the Canada Pension Plan disability may affect their employment insurance payments. When a Canada Pension Plan contributor dies, a lump sum of $2,500 is made to the deceased contributor's estate if there is one. To be eligible for the death benefit, the deceased person must have either contributed for 10 calendar years or 1/3 of the years in their contributory period with a minimum of 3 years. Additionally, this death benefit should be requested within 60 days of the person passing. If the deceased has no estate or if their executor has not applied for the death benefit, the payment may be made to other persons who apply in order of the person or institution that has paid for the deceased funeral's expenses, the surviving spouse or common law partner of the deceased, or the deceased's next of kin. The survivor's pension is provided to a contributor's legal spouse or common law partner once applied. The spouse or common law partner needs to apply for the survivor's pension as soon as possible, and the applicant can receive retroactive payments of up to 12 months. If the surviving spouse or common law partner qualifies for the benefit and is also already receiving the Canada Pension Plan benefit or disability benefit, the two payments will be combined into one. This combined payment cannot exceed the maximum disability or retirement benefit, however. The surviving child's benefit is a flat monthly rate payment that may be given to the child of a deceased CPP contributor who is under the age of 18 or a full-time student under the age of 25. To be eligible, the deceased parent or guardian must have met the Canada Pension Plan contribution requirements. To apply for all federal benefits, the applicant can download the appropriate forms on the Service Canada website or pick up forms at a Service Canada office. Some applications can be completed on the My Service Canada account as well. To create a My Service Canada account, the applicant will first need to apply for an access code. In addition to the access code, the applicant will need to know their social insurance number and their date of birth to create the account. The amount that one may be eligible for varies every year and may depend on the applicant's contributions. The table here shows the amount issued for the year of 2019 for each federal benefit. For example, the average amount given for regular pension was $683.65, while the maximum amount was $1,154.58. This table can be found on Service Canada's website or by clicking on the link in the description. If a person is receiving the survivor's pension and retirement or disability benefit, they will receive a combined amount instead of two separate payments. For the year 2019, the average amount of the combined survivor's and retirement pension was $862.35, and the combined survivor's pension and disability benefit was $1,107.65. When an applicant gets denied a federal benefit such as Canada Pension Plan disability, They can either accept the decision and reapply for the benefit, or they can appeal the decision. To appeal Service Canada's decision, the applicant has 90 days to submit the request for reconsideration. The appeal process can take several months, and Service Canada may request more medical information from the applicant. If the applicant gets denied at the reconsideration level, they can appeal to the Social Security Tribunal. To request for reconsideration, the applicant must prepare a written request by writing a letter to Service Canada that includes a few things. It needs to include the applicant's name, address, phone number, and social insurance number, a detailed explanation of why they are requesting the reconsideration, any new information that could affect the decision, as well as the date and applicant's signature. The applicant should also complete the request for reconsideration form that can be found on Service Canada's website. If the applicant gets denied the reconsideration, they have 90 days to appeal this decision to the Social Security Tribunal's General Division. The applicant needs to complete the Notice of Appeal Income Security General Division form, which can be found on the Government of Canada's website. The applicant must attach all the required information and the denial decision from the reconsideration branch. The appeal documents can be mailed, emailed, or even faxed. If an applicant gets denied at the General Division stage, they can appeal to the Appeal Division if they believe that the decision contains an error. The appeal must be submitted within 90 days, and the applicant must complete the application to the Appeal Division, Income Security. The applicant must also submit the decision from the General Division and any required information. The appeal form can be mailed, emailed, or faxed. If the applicant gets denied at the Appeal Division level, the next step would be to apply for a judicial review with the Federal Court of Appeal. Thank you for watching, everyone. Feel free to browse through other webinars and provide us feedback by clicking on the survey link in the description below.